Hello. Welcome to today's Holy Yoga practice in your chair. Take your favorite chair without arms. I have a card table chair. Take your kitchen chair, your dining room chair, your desk chair, and please join me in today's practice. So, take your back off the back of your chair, and we'll get into our mountain seat. So just remember, any time during this practice, if you feel any type of pain, take a pause, modify. If your arms, the easiest modification for your arms when they hurt is just taking your fingertips to your shoulder. And just take the time now just to be still. Take this time of your practice to find this way as a pathway to listen to God. So I'm going to ask you again to come back up to your mountain seat. So taking your feet and firmly planting them on the floor. As you do that, as you intentionally touch your big toe and your pinky toe, the back of your heel, activating your legs here. Being able to activate your core, coming up tall. That core is letting you sit up tall, away from the back of your seat, bringing your navel to your spine. Having your shoulders over your hips, ears over your shoulders. And let's close our eyes. Unclench your teeth, but keep your lips closed. And take time to listen. And let's notice our breath. Transitioning from a breath just that is in your chest and coming all the way down to your belly. Taking a deep breath, swelling up to the top, coming all the way up to the crown of your head. Releasing your exhale, coming back to neutral. Just visualize inside the breath traveling through all parts of your body, all the way down to your toes. Maybe lift up your toes and wiggle. Maybe tapping your fingers on your leg. Just wakening up your body here. Come to stillness. And come to a slow, deep breath. I'm going to be reading from Genesis 1 today about the creation. I'm really talking about sunrise. Sunrise is my favorite moment of the day. I say moment because my favorite time is if you've ever been there, and at first the whole sky, it's colors of the oranges and blues and yellows, and you think, oh no, I've missed it. But no, it's preparing for that first sliver that comes up over the horizon that just takes that first peek and wakens. So again, I have my coffee and a loved one next to me to watch the sunrise. And a couple weeks ago, I was in Ocean City, New Jersey, and our last day of vacation, I went out one last time with my cup of coffee to see the sunrise, and I was just overwhelmed with the presence of God. I was standing in the ocean, my feet feeling the soft and grit of the sand, the sinking of my feet a little deeper with each wave. The coolness of the water, the wind on my face, and the beautiful colors of the sky, and the honking of the seagull. I was just, at that one moment, I was just overcome with, I am transported back in time to creation, to that time when all God created everything that was in front of me that I can touch, that I can feel, that I can smell, that I can see. And I was very thankful. So I just wanted to share that with you. Sharing the words of Genesis 1 from the Message, just the parts of creation, the elements of creation that I was allowed to connect with that day. And I hope as you close your eyes and visualize the sunrise that you've seen, an ocean water that you felt, or maybe a lake water, or maybe just the cool grass in between your toes. Listen to these great words of how God created our earth. God spoke, "Sky in the middle of the waters, separate water from water." God made sky. God spoke, "Separate water beneath heaven, gather into one place. Land appear," and there it was. God named the land earth. He named the pooled water ocean. God saw that it was good. God spoke, "Lights come out to shine in heaven's sky. Separate day from night. Mark seasons and days and years. Lights in heaven's sky to give light to earth." And there it was. God made two big lights, the larger to take charge of day. God spoke, "Swarm, ocean with fish and all sea life. Birds fly through the sky over earth." And God created the huge whales, all the swarm of life in the waters, and every kind and species of flying birds. God saw that it was good. Keeping your eyes closed, root down through your feet, lift up through your spine, becoming taller, and breathe in the sunrise. Exhale the colors you see. Breathe in your sounds. Exhale. Breathe in the wind, the coolness of the wind at your face. And exhale the heat of the sun. Bringing one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. As you're taking a deep breath, again, feeling your belly push out your hand. Your breath push out the hand over your heart and coming tall. Exhale, feeling your heart come back to center. Your belly come back to center. Taking one more, I invite you into your deepest inhale of the day. And exhale. Bringing your hands to your side, opening up your eyes. Taking your breath and gazing up towards the sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale up. Exhale, chin to chest. One more time, inhale, root down, lengthen the spine. Inhale up. Exhale, chin to chest. And coming to center. Taking your right ear to your right shoulder. Dropping your left shoulder. Feeling that beautiful stretch along your left side of your neck. And if you want to, you can either go shake your head no, or shake your head yes. Or just keep it still. Whatever you need today. Coming to stop. Coming to neutral. Taking your left ear to your left shoulder. Dropping your right shoulder. And again, if you want to, just it feels good, shaking your head no, or shaking your head yes. And coming back up to neutral. Taking inhale, rising up high. Exhale, palms out to your side, chin to chest. Inhale up. Palms on your thighs. We're going to just start with our cat and cow with our hands glued to our legs. So taking that first inhale, gliding your hands over your thighs to your hips, bringing your heart out in between your arms, shoulders back, elbows back, gazing up to the sky. Exhale, gliding your hands all the way over your knees, down your shins, chin to chest, round your back, really coming into yourself. Let's waken up our spine. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, stopping at your thighs. Let's roll our shoulders back. And forward. Taking your hands out like wings. Taking your your palms towards me, thumbs to the ceiling, thumbs to the floor. Thumbs to the ceiling. Again, taking note to root your feet down, lengthening your spine. Take your back away from the back of the chair if you slouched. And coming to neutral, this time, I'm going to do it forward, but I'd like you to do it sideways, but I just want to make sure you see me. Having your hands out like stop signs. Actually, I guess you could do it forward. Having your hands out in front of you like stop signs. And taking each finger down, starting with your pinky, curling into your palm. Taking your thumb across and coming down. Yeah, come with your hands in front of me. I think that works better. Opening up. Again, starting at your pinky, curling your fingers into your palms. Oops, forgot the other hand. Thumb across. Fingers pointed to the floor. Feeling that beautiful stretch in your wrist, especially if you do a lot of computer work or phone work. This is great stretch. You should probably do this every day. Pinky, ring, middle, first finger, thumb across it, and one more time, coming down. And coming back up. Taking a deep breath, coming up tall. Bending to the right. Anchoring with that left leg. Don't let your leg come up or your knees travel. Coming up tall. Coming to the other side. Coming up tall. Bending over. And this time when you come over, taking that right hand to the chair and making this the bigger stretch, the biggest stretch. Let's take a moment, bringing your left elbow back, opening up your chest. If you can, gazing at your bicep. Coming down a little bit more. Coming tall. Bringing your left hand to the chair, palm towards me, bending that right elbow, opening up your heart, bringing that elbow behind you, keeping your knees parallel, opening up your heart, giving yourself a twist. Coming to center, coming up tall, coming down. The one I spoke about before just arrived. Coming to center.
You were talking about me?
I was. You have to watch this one. Talking about the sunrise. Coming down. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Inhale, rising up high. Coming to prayer. Taking a moment again, rooting down through your feet, rising up high. Hands, pressing your hands together, really feeling your palms together. Maybe taking your fingers back and forth. Inhale, rising up. Let's take a twist here. Over to the right, gazing to the left. Coming back to center. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, let's twist over to the left. Gaze either to the left if you have it available to you, gazing over to the right. Coming back to center. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, forward fold. Oops, I meant really to the side, but I said forward fold, so we'll go forward. Halfway lift. back to the floor. Inhale, rising up high. Coming to heart center. Coming to your hands to your waist. Taking your right foot, pointing your toe, flexing your foot. Taking your hands to the side of your chair, flexing the right foot, taking your left heel and coming up and down your shin. Just gliding, opening up your left hip here. Continuing to breathe, rooting down whatever is touching the floor or the chair and rising up high. Grabbing onto that left knee, giving yourself a hug here, pointing your toe, flexing your foot. And circling around. If it's available to you today, taking that right arm out long, and bringing that left leg all the way out. Coming back, giving yourself a hug, coming down. Bringing that right leg back up, extending your left leg, pointing your toe, flexing your foot. Keeping your foot flexed, hands to the chair, taking that right heel up and down your shin. Really taking a stretch here. One more time down, one more time up. Grabbing onto that right knee, giving yourself a hug, pointing your toe, flexing your foot. Grabbing hold if it's available to you today, taking that left arm out long and bringing that right leg to your side. Rooting down with what's ever touching the floor or the chair, raising up through your spine. Coming back, giving yourself a hug and circle your ankle around. And coming down. Bringing your legs together. Coming back to neutral. Coming back to your beautiful mountain seat. Taking a deep inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Inhale, as we rise up, let's cross our arms, bringing the opposite hand to the opposite shoulder. Inhale, rise up. We're just going to hinge forward here. Rooting down, rising up high. Inhale, up. Hands to your side, chin to chest. And as you come again, putting the opposite hand in front than you did before. Makes it a little bit more uncomfortable. Root down, rise up. And hinging forward. And coming up tall. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, coming down. Taking your hands over your heart. Inhale, rise up high. Let's twist to the right. Coming back to center. Twist to your left. Coming back to center. Heel toe your feet out wide. Feet still pointed towards me. Root down, rise up. You're going to bend with your arms still crossed. Bend to the right. Using your core, helping yourself to come up tall. Inhale, rising up high. And exhale, bending to your left. Coming up tall. Inhale up, twisting to the right, and hinging over. And coming up tall. Coming to center. Root down, rise up high. Twisting to the left, and coming over. Coming up tall. Inhale up, bending to the right. And bending to the left. Coming up tall. Hands down in between your legs, rising up high. Exhale down. Palms towards the ceiling, hands up high. Palms to the floor, coming down. Taking heel to your feet in just one time. Taking your right inside arm into the outside arm into the inside of your right leg. pushing your knee against your elbow, taking your left hand to your thigh, push up first, and then twist, and then bringing that left arm up high. If it doesn't feel good, obviously you can just always put your hand just on your shoulder. And once you're up top, if your hand is up high, just circle it around. Coming back to center. Having your hands on your hips, and let's circle around. And going the opposite way. Taking your left arm inside your left leg, pushing your elbow against your knee and knee against your elbow. Taking your right hand to your right thigh. Pushing on your thigh to help you twist a little bit first. And then coming up tall. If you're available up top, taking that wrist and going one way and going the other. Coming back to neutral. Taking a cat-cow from here, keeping your hands on your knees. Taking an inhale. Bringing your heart center through your arms, elbows towards your chair back. Coming in, rounding your shoulders, chin to chest. 2 more times, big inhale, coming up through your arms, coming back into yourself. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Coming to center. Coming back to your beautiful mountain seat. Look down through your feet. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Inhale, rising up. Coming to prayer. Coming to center. Inhale, rise up high. We're going to twist to the right. Now, if you'd like to, just stay as you are. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, taking that left elbow to the outside of your right knee, bringing that right elbow up, pressing your palms together, and twisting a little bit more. There you'll find you're going to root down through your feet. As you push your palms together, it helps you to twist a little bit more. It's a very active pose. Again, just staying upright in your twist or coming back to center if this isn't for you today. Coming back up. Coming to center. Hands to your side. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, coming to prayer. Root down, rise up. We'll do the same on the left side. So rising up tall. Twisting to the left. If you just want to stay here right now, if you want to come back to center, that's fine. If you want to go a little bit deeper, root down through your feet, lengthening your spine, bringing that right elbow to your left outside of your knee, bringing that left elbow up top, pushing your hands, your palms together gives you your strength to lengthen your torso and twist. Again, being very conscious of your knees, that they're parallel, your feet are rooted to the floor, and coming up tall. And coming to center. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, hands to your sides. Inhale, tall. Exhale, coming to palm center. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, coming to center. Hands on your thighs. We are going to stand up today. I didn't tell you that in the beginning, so but we are going to stand up. So let's stand up. You're going to stand behind your chair, always using your chair as your base. All right. I just don't want to forget, because last time I stood up, I forgot one of the moves, so I have my little cheat sheet there. So let's come to a mountain position as we're standing up, which is very similar. Again, I'm going to take my chair to the side just so you can same alignment with your feet rooting down, pressing through your big toe, your pinky toe, the back of your, the side of your, outside of your heel, inside of your heel. Slight bend to your knees, bringing your belly to your spine. Taking that breath as you root down, rooting up tall. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, again having your chair, let's see, your chair is in front of you, so if you need to hold on and only one arm comes up, that's fine. If you can do both hands, but at any time always hold on to your chair as needed. Inhale, let's take up, rise up if you can, gazing at your fingertips. Exhale, palms away, chin to chest. Kind of mirroring what we've done in the chair. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, down. This time as we come to the top, let's stay at the top. Again, if this is available to you, root down, rise up high. We're going to just take a slight bend to the right, maybe bringing that right hand to the chair if you need to. If you can, opening up your chest, bringing that elbow back, coming up high. Root down, rise up, lengthen, and let's bend to the left. Again, if you need to, hold on with that left hand. And coming up tall. I'm going to move my chair to the side just so that you can see me, but you can keep as you are so that you can keep looking at me. Let's do a down dog. So your hands are shoulder width away on the chair, and you're just going to walk yourself back. Keeping your back as flat as you can. If you can, taking your ears in between your biceps. Slight bend to your knees, and if you can, pushing your hips back to the back of your room. Root down, taking an inhale, rising up slightly, and exhale. Slowly come back down into your down dog. If you want to, sway back and forth, bend on your tiptoes, whatever feels good. Pulling away with your armpits. Taking a breath, and exhale. And coming back up. Coming to mountain. So we're going to do a little flow series on both sides of our legs. We're going to start with our left foot. And let's just make sure I do this right. Crescent row. Okay. So again, you're going to be facing me this way, but so you can see me, I'm going to go this way. So I'm going to take our left foot, again, fingertips on the chair about shoulder width apart. Taking that left foot, just taking a step back. Your front foot is going to bend, your front leg will bend. And again, just take it back as far as you can that you can keep your heel on the floor. Maybe wiggling your front foot up a little bit. Both feet are pointing towards me. It's just a regular step, and you're going to come down here. This is going to be crescent pose. As possible to you, lengthen your spine. If you can, bringing one arm up, and maybe the second arm up, or maybe just keeping one arm down and one arm up, lengthening your spine here. Taking a deep inhale, rise up tall, and exhale down. Bringing your hand back down if it was. And now I want you to lengthen that front leg and hinge forward. Again, keeping a slight bend, taking your heels and pushing your heels back towards the room. Inhale, coming up, bending that right leg, bringing that arm up if you can. Exhale, hinging forward, lengthening the right leg. One more time, inhale, up. Exhale, down. Coming up, bending that right leg, lifting your left heel and pushing off for warrior three. So bending your legs, if this is possible, if you can only bring your leg up a little bit, whatever works for you today. If it's possible, bending your elbows, Having your, lengthening your neck over your chair, flexing your foot, coming out tall. Again, as though someone's pulling your head and pulling your foot away from each other. And on your next inhale, bringing that left leg forward, we're going to come right to tree. So you can do a tree with either just your ankle above, your heel above your ankle, or putting the sole of your foot on your calf. And if you can, bringing one arm up. Taking a deep inhale, root down, lengthening, rising up high. And coming back to mountain. Beautiful. And just pause here a moment. Notice how you're feeling, maybe putting your hand on your heart, hand on your belly. If you can, closing your eyes. If you close your eyes, you need to hold on to your chair. And just noticing how you feel right now. Take a pause and listen. Take a pause and visualize inside yourself. Noticing your breath. And now we'll do the same flow on the opposite side. So, fingertips on the chair, about shoulder width apart. Taking that right foot back now. Bending your left. And coming into crescent. Both toes, both feet are pointing towards the front of your room. And so you're just taking a step. Bringing that back foot so the heel is on the floor. So going either as close or as far as you can. And if you can, taking one arm up and the other arm up. Root down, rise up, lengthening that spine, taking an inhale. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Lengthening that left leg and hinging forward. Inhale, rising up, arms up as you can. Exhale, hinging forward, lengthening that front leg. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hinging forward. As you come up, bringing that back heel up, bending, kind of pushing yourself up to a warrior three, bringing your leg back, your neck over, rooting down through the floor so that you lengthen instead of sinking in. And again, if you can only bring your leg up this way, that's fine too, but continue to lengthen the left leg. And as you rise up, bringing that right foot to tree. So again, either with your heel over your ankle or the sole of your foot on your calf and coming up tall. Taking a deep breath here and exhale. Coming back to mountain. Taking a beautiful deep breath here. And taking time to notice how you feel. And we'll just finish up our standing with our down dog. Maybe making your feet a little wider this time. Just walking yourself out so that your back is as long as you can get it. Pushing your hips and your heels towards the back of your room. Just swaying back and forth. Maybe coming up on your tiptoes. Maybe a little squat if you're feeling really good today. And walking yourself back up. Coming back and meeting me in your chair. Taking a deep inhale and an exhale. Coming back to your beautiful mountain seat, rooting your feet parallel to each other, your knees parallel. Shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, spine, navel into your spine. And just pause. Close your eyes and listen. Listen to what your heart is telling you. Listen to what Jesus is telling you. Take a big breath to expand through your ribs. And exhale. Hands to your side, open up your eyes. Inhale, let's end with a few sun salutations. Celebrating the sunrise. Forward fold. Halfway lift, taking your belly off your thighs. Back to the floor. Root down, rising up high. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Inhale, deep, deep inhale as you rise up, bringing your fingertips together. Coming to prayer. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, surrender into your chair. Job well done. Closing your eyes. Letting your feet flip-flop where they want. Maybe taking your chin to your chest. Taking a moment to be still. To feel what your body's telling you. And I want to end today's practice with the words from Job. I love the end of Job where God shows how much in control he is and how great he is and all he created and is still in charge of. And so I just want to go to Job 38 and just again knowing that God controls all things. God sees all things. He's in control now, and he does love us. God is good. So listen to the words that the Lord answers Job. And who took charge of the oceans when it gushed forth like a baby from the womb? That was me. I wrapped it in soft clouds and tucked it in safely at night. Then I made a playpen for it, a strong playpen so it couldn't run loose, and said, stay here. This is your place. Your wild tantrums are confined to this place. And have you ever ordered morning, get up, told dawn, get to work? Have you ever gotten to the true bottom of things, explored the labyrinth caves of deep ocean? We know God has. Every morning he tells the dawn to get up. He tells the morning to get to work. And I'm so thankful for that. So just sit here for another few moments in stillness. Maybe visualizing the colors of the sunrise. Sound of the ocean waves. Touch of God's hand on your heart. I invite you to deepen your breath. I invite you to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Shrug your shoulders or do maybe some little cat-cows, anything to wake yourself up. Maybe have your neck back and forth. And then walking your hips up to the top of your chair, coming back to your beautiful mountain seat. Take your back away from the back of the chair. Taking your hands, taking your thumbs to your back and your fingertips over your ribs. I invite you into a deep breath if you have it in you today. Root down, rise up, and making a conscious effort to expand your ribs out to the side. Hold it for a moment and exhale. Inhale, expanding your ribs out to the side, and exhale. One more time, deep inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Bringing your hands to your side. Inhale, lengthen your arms all the way up to the top. Coming to prayer, resting at heart center. And may we all say, Amen. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Be well, be good, be kind.